Hi guys, Togo here with a new video, and in this video we're going to talk about the latest update about PvP for Mists of Pandaria Classic. And that's what I like about the Classic devs. They are really active at wanting to change to make it better for the player base, wanting to enjoy Mists of Pandaria, right? I think Mists of Pandaria has a lot of potential, but there are still a bit of outliers here and there, and this kind of shows what the outliers are. But let's discuss it right now. We have obviously resilience being set up at 65% currently, and this post is going to address and to make you understand why you want to change this. So after wrapping up the test arena season on the MoP Classic Beta, we reviewed our experimentation with the different levels of resilience that were tested. So they tested 35, 57, 63, 65%. I remember the 35%, it was literally a 1 to 2 shot festival pretty much. It was like insane damage. It was like not possible to have a season like this because it would be not worth to play healer at all. So how those values felt for all players of varying skill levels, and a complete set of data for reflection. We also considered and discussed the original Mists of Pandaria and the intent of base resilience. Beyond welcoming players into PvP at the ground level without a lot of PvP gear, it also was tailor-made for 3v3 arena experience. 2v2s and 5v5s did not grant rank 1 titles in the original Mists of Pandaria, so it made sense that the focus in the original was purely on the 3v3 bracket. Now they will give also the rank 1 title to 2v2 and 5v5, and that's why they're going to make it feel good for any bracket and any player. So the unique challenge deserves a unique solution. They want to like have these brackets being played, feel good, and be competitive. The challenge: one size does not fit all when it comes to base resilience and team size. That is for sure, and you can already do that. Mists of Pandaria Classic, if you go into random BG, sometimes nothing dies because your class just doesn't have the damage to go through that resilience. My example is Balance Druid. I play Balance Druid on the like on Mists of Pandaria right now, and it feels really terrible. Like it feels like not fun at all. So I pretty much am like kind of set to play Resto Druid. I wasn't planning to only play Resto Druid on my Druid, but here I am. So I'm like itemizing it for it. So I think Balance Druid maybe is not really that like strong like damage wise. It is very strong in setuping kills in 2v2, 3v3, and I guess 5v5. But like doing a lot of damage, that's not really their forte. Compared to like a destruction warlock, like I can do double kills, blood, and then kill like a shadow burn at any time, and if I pop all my CDs and he doesn't have any defensives, it actually feels like I can 1v1, even 1v2 people. So they really liked how 63% felt for 2v2s, but for 3v3, we're more in favor of slightly higher resilience. We've also been looking at how World PvP and Battlegrounds shaped up in the last week of beta. Taking everything into consideration, we've made a final adjustment before the season starts. So in PvP Season 12, Battlegrounds will have a 63% base resilience. It means that they're going to take 6% more damage taken. Now, I don't know how the calculation is, but 2% seems bigger than what we think. Like if you say to me 2% less damage, more damage, I would not like be that surprised. Like 2% less resilience, I would think 2% more damage, but it is like translating to 6%. Our world PvP will also be 63%. Now, there's not a lot of world PvP currently on my server. 2v2 arena matches will have 63% base resilience, and that will be an increase of 6% more damage taken. 3v3 arena matches will have 64 base resilience, and that will be an increase of 3% more damage taken. So if my Chaos bot did a 80k today, I did that on in a BG, it will be 6% more damage. So it will be 6% increase on 80k. So it will feel like a damage buff for sure. So I will test my balance rate once that is live, but again, like it makes me also less tanky, so I might just like have a bit of a harder time to do anything in BGs or in 2v2. In 5v5 it will be unchanged, because obviously you have way more DPS, so it could be a bit harder to heal if you didn't have that base resilience. The Bloodbath Orb will remain in every arena starting area, allowing players to allowing players the choice to influence when dampening will take effect during each match. We're also turning on 2 enchants, which is Enchant Weapon Bloody Dancing Steel and Enchant Weapon Spirit of Conquest. These will be available after the first reset of Mogushan Vaults and will require 2.2k rating to purchase. Thank you very much for all your testing and feedback. We hope you really enjoyed Season 12. So, my opinion is that it's going to be a good season. Now, the truth is, a lot of people are going to play right now random BGs or BGs, and they're going to feel like there is no damage. They feel like nobody's going to die. Premates are like running the show, so you have less impact as a play, as an individual player. But the truth is, like, if you compare the Conquest gear with the Honor gear, it is a 30 eye level difference. Like, it is massive. You should really understand that it's more stamina, more PvP power. You don't get more resilience with gear. Like, the resilience is set on the trinkets set. So you basically have the base resilience, and then you get like 5k resilience from your PvP trinket set, and that's it. So you only get more powerful with the gears, like the gear progression with Conquest, and you don't really get more sturdy. Now you get more stamina, but you also deal with more damage. So it is going to be feeling like you will need a bit of resilience probably at that point. I don't know how Season 2 will be, so they can always change the resilience from that. But you are going to feel a drastic change into your how you're doing damage. Like, I already feel the difference between my my 650 it's 650? I don't remember. Anyways, the contender gear set and the honor gear set, like, I really feel the difference between those two, and that's because the force set from the honor set gives you PvP power and gives you like a passive that is going to be also very useful to your class. I truly believe like you're going to have more power the more gear you have. Now obviously some classes are a bit less stronger than others, and it will scale way better down the line, and they need way more stats to make it work. For example, Balance Druid, you have obviously your haste, and you kind of need to have that haste break, like the first break point, to have like extra dot damage. But obviously like crit is very useful as well, because then you get more Star Search procs from your Moonfire and Sunfires, or you go for Mastery, so you are like more burst oriented, and once you have your Eclipse, it does a lot of damage for you. That will depend, but I think a lot of classes has that problem. Like for example, I think it has been shown, the more the seasons goes, the more damage it will be doing once you have like big mastery caps reached, for example. So personally, I am interested by what they're going to do with PvP for Miss Pandaria. That's the communication I truly lack from retail, for example, like true testing of Arena and BG, and it feels like it was very important on the Miss Pandaria Classic beta, because there was a lot of people talking, a lot of changes, a lot of backpedaling on the changes sometimes, and a lot of like going further with those changes, like fine-tuning it as well. While it feels that retail doesn't have that like care from PvP for PvP. So that's why I really enjoy about Miss Pandaria. Now, am I going to level a third character? It frankly depends. I feel like I have time to level a third one. Do I have like the energy? Do I want to like gear up another character with honor? Because I think one of the problems that a lot of people have is that honor is required, like it's farmed so slowly. It is kind of like TBC and RAF, and like it feels like really slow to get like going with the honor grind. But if it's like Cataclysm Classic, for me it was like Conquest was super easy to grind. I went like with the mindset to get capped every single time, and it helps tremendously with the amount of gear you get and the amount of power you get from that gear, and you farm it way easier, way faster than Honor. I feel like you just need to win 10 games and you are like already buying a piece, because it's like 225 per win, and your first big piece, I would say, like chest, head, or legs, is 2.2. It's 2,250. So it's only 10 wins, or you make like a lot more losses, like I think 30 losses to get that amount of points. But you can truly like get capped after like 20 wins. I would say if you have a 50% win rate, you have 40 games, and the games are really fast. If you're playing twos, for example, double DPS, it goes really fast, so you can really get capped very fast. And you can also do RBGs, you can also do YOLO RBGs and literally losing to win those pieces. It's also possible. It feels better than Honor, that's for sure. So anyways, thank you for watching this video, I really appreciate you. Have a great day.